do you care that if you end up in some of this video,
No,
or
no, I'm
you
not
don't mind?
wanted in any states right now.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
So you said she's got a landscaper that comes by?
Yeah, there's a guy who comes by every Sunday and mows the yard and does a fair amount of just, you know, clean up around and some trimming of things, weeds, gardens, and whatnot.
Okay. Well, it looks great, like I said.
Yeah, I mean, this is why I fell in love with the property. It certainly wasn't because of the house.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the view of the lake and...
Do you have the sprinkler system working now?
Oh, yeah.
Or yeah, so that's up and running.
We're putting lots of water on this.
Okay. All right.
Now I can turn a light on in here if you want to document this.
Oh no, it's not.
I mean, I've looked at this, and what needs to be done here is this needs to be cut out here and patched in with a new cross beam.
Oh, for that stuff up there?
I mean, if you know, like I like your plan of removing the whole roof and doing it right, because it leaks in 4 or 5 different places, and I've done some temporary patching and some silicone, but I still, during the rainy season, I still have to put buckets in here to catch water.
Sure.
I know. Relatively low crime neighborhood. I put up my tool bench and they haven't touched that. So.
No, this is probably one of the best neighborhoods you can be in all of Oregon.
We have the 2 dangerous canines, you know, the attack dogs.
Well, yeah, they look very fierce. Very fierce.
And then the initial plantings in here are beautiful because they come off, they sort of go off in stages all spring.
Now, are you doing the pruning to keep this stuff tamed? Because I know this is very capable of getting overgrown quickly.
Yeah, in fact, I had pruned this back, and this is just in the last week or so, it's gone berserk.
Yeah, this time of year.
Last spring has been crazy because I can tell you this plant right here
Mm-hmm.
last year was approximately this tall. And it's done this spring, so this is the difference in growth rate.
It's Oregon.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, even compared to Oregon last year, this is all, I mean, most of this stuff had died out and is now all grown back. It's just crazy.
Well, I feel like I'm in a park.
Yeah, my wife has done all of the ornamental plantings and stuff here, and she's
that's great.
Quite the little constant gardener.
And then I see you have
bamboo was all overgrown and hanging over.
Oh, bamboo will take over if it's
watch out for
not kept in check.
We cleaned the yard yesterday, but they've already, I see, hit about 20 places.
Okay,
They're extremely
no problem. And then you mentioned the fireplace. You're not using it though, right?
We can't use the fireplace because the people who cleaned the chimney ran a video camera up inside of it, and the entire lining has disintegrated.
Okay.
And they're fearing that the fire would go through the cracks in the bricks and through the mortar and light the house on fire.
Well, we don't want that.
Considering it's a tinder box, it would go up very quickly, and there's only one egress or ingress to the upper floor, so it would be a death trap.
Okay. Basement, should we start there and then go up? Or I seem to recall that the basement you can't get to unless you come out here, right?
Yeah, you have to come down here, and you have to risk your ankles on this ridiculous.
Yeah, really.
It's incredibly. We moved from a 5,000 square foot house into this place, so it's packed to the rafters, both here with our stuff, as you can see.
Yeah.
And Margie's stuff is taking up all of that locked space there.
Oh, so Margie has
she
storage here.
Stuff on the property. In fact, for the longest time, she had a painter storing stuff in there. We found out that probably 80% of what he was storing was flammable.
Oh no!
Which really irritated the hell out of me. But she was doing a favor for a friend. That's great, but I have children.
Is it possible to just
get in there?
Poke the camera in there real quick?
No, it's going to be really impossible to move all this stuff.
I see there is quite a bit in the way.
She knows what that looks like because that's all her stuff, and I don't go in there.
You don't go in there?
No, that's all Margie's that has been undisturbed.
It looks unlocked.
I believe I may have supposed to have been locked it last time that she came by, but I have not even done that.
Okay.
I'd be happy to lock it up for her. That is entirely her stuff, and there's nothing of mine in there. She knows what that looks like.
Okay.
If these pictures are for her.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely for her and maybe Adam and Irene, but ultimately,
we're in the process of going through a major purge. Now that as soon as it stops raining, we're going to get all this stuff out of here.
Yeah.
And probably get rid of a blowout.
I was going to say you could have one heck of a blowout garage sale.
Yeah. That's our plan. And just goodwill and See, I run a catering company, so you see half my equipment.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, let me know when you're gonna have that garage sale. I'll come by.
Okay. Yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff here. You know, it's just accumulations from over the years.
Hey, I know
I used
exactly
to be
how
very
it
much
goes.
addicted to more.
Yeah. Right.
I mean, somewhere in here, there's like Rickenbacker guitars and.
That kids set of clubs. That's a nice set there.
Yeah, that's my 10-year-old's.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just
Nice.
started. There's actually a smaller set that's
Oh my gosh.
probably available because it's even tinier.
Yeah.
But that's my 10-year-old. Yeah, he's.
I was gonna say it reminds me. Mine's 15 now, but
Oh, yeah.
he had just his was blue, but
I
he
have
had the
yeah,
same.
the blue one is the smaller size.
Okay.
My 30-year-old is a scratch golfer. He plays to a +1 handicap.
Oh boy.
He's coming up here fairly soon from. Now these are our machines. When we moved in here, the electrical service was not grounded in a laundry room, which, if you know, that's very, very
Yeah.
dangerous. All of the plumbing is copper mixed with cast iron, which is illegal.
Okay.
They can't do that. I mean, that's.
Well, not now. You see it a lot though
Yeah.
in the homes
We've
that
had
were
to take
built
all
in
the
this area.
asbestos, which was falling
So you
up. You know, was
taped all that.
contaminating the house. That was all.
And then, is there any? Did you do anything with the electrical
I
or
had to replace this entire electrical panel.
this one
This
here?
whole panel was all new.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we had to upgrade the entire service because they were pumping 135 volts through the outlets.
Wow.
It was really bad.
So
As you can see from there, it goes to the old tube and it's blended with old, tube and post wiring or whatever they call it.
did you do it yourself or
No, I had a professional.
you had a professional? Oh, does this cat?
No, she's okay.
She's okay. All right.
She's a visitor.
All right.
She comes and goes.
Okay.
Covers. No, kitty.
Well.
You don't want to be in here. You want to come outside? Come on. You're an outdoor kitty. Come on.
So everything that I can see basically is yours.
Our
There's nothing
belongings.
that belongs to Margie
No,
or
nothing
the,
in this part of the
Okay.
room. Nothing. This is all our stuff. And like I said, all of this is about to disappear because our kids are now at an age where they don't play with toys.
Sure.
My wife has just been hanging on to it because she feels that giving it up until now has felt that giving it away would be like giving away their childhood.
Oh, I know what
And
that's
we
like.
were holding
Yeah.
on to it because we have a lot of this came down from up here when we had to do all the work.
That's what I was just gonna ask.
Temporarily
So
removed.
it was
It's
here,
going back up. Yeah.
goes back up.
Well, I mean,
All right.
my goal is to take the house down and do it right. So,
You were saying that.
you know,
So
by the time it goes back up there, I mean, this is too low. There's too many different levels of flooring.
yeah.
I don't really think I can work with this foundation. I'm going to have an engineer come in here and look at it, but they think that the best thing to do is just start from the ground up and do it right.
Makes sense.
I'm an old Bob Vila fan, and I like to.
Oh, this old house?
mechanicals And, yeah, well, not
Yeah.
like this new house. That's a different show.
All right. Well,
So-
the nice thing is everything looks really organized and
Well,
clean
we
and
try to do our best with the
it's
amount of
not
stuff
like-
we have. It's just great. I mean, we're very packed in here, but it's a very homey little environment.
yeah.
Yeah, these boards gradually move that
I
way.
was just gonna
You
ask.
kick
They
them
look
back
like they
in place and then they
shift
shift out.
Okay.
That's the you have to have a good pair of sneakers and then you kick them back in place and then they move out after a period of time.
Huh.
It's mysterious. Kitchen.
Yeah. How's this kitchen holding up? I remember.
It's holding up except for things like none of these drawers have runners. They're just like boxes.
Oh yeah, yeah,
And so
yeah.
when you do that, it fills the next drawer down with sawdust.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
that makes
and
sense.
you have to have some arm strength to even deal with it.
Okay.
We're taking good care of it as best we can.
Sure.
There, of course, there's no ventilation for the stove.
Yeah. No hood vent.
No
lots of windows that open, right?
That's not good. Well, yeah, there's that one. That one's painted shut. These don't open, and that one opens.
Okay.
So there's lots of windows.
So you
Not-
got the
not-
ones that
not all
work.
that open.
All
At
right.
some point, I may start cutting the paint, but. So we've obviously installed televisions in every room, but I like everything you see is ours, and everything that's at all homey or like the carpeting was ours. We installed the carpeting.
Oh, okay.
We carpeted the outside deck. We spent $3,000 having to paint the house. They supplied I guess Margie supplied the paint.
Okay.
This is this is the master bathroom, so to speak, because there's no the drain's gone. It was never operational. The tub works. The toilet, you have to literally stand over and hold the pedal down to get it to flush until it clears, or it doesn't clear and it gets ugly. That's true of both toilets. I think they probably need to be replaced.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Toilets almost have a shelf life, you
yes.
know.
Well, these have outlived theirs.
Let's check out this room.
This is my office, the nerve center of my
Oh,
environment.
cool.
My son's computer oven.
Hey.
When I'm not working, he's doing that.
Sounds like my son. I know exactly how it goes.
Who's your son?
And then this is just a storage closet, right?
That's just storage, yeah. Once again, a full storage closet. I just got my winter clothes. It's the only clothes closet in there.
And you put this carpet in?
Yeah, this is.
I like it. That's a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looks good.
Underneath it is plywood. And frankly, if we leave, it comes out.
Well, but so there's padding though, right?
No, it's padded. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just saying
because
there's no hardwood underneath that. I mean, it made,
Oh,
it made it
okay.
look like that.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
wife said it was plywood. So
Yeah, I could see that. Ooh.
referring to that, of course, is non-functional.
Non-functional decorative fireplace, we call that.
Fireplace because the chimney is
Sure.
inoperative.
And you got lots of area rugs.
We could burn paper logs into the little flame, but nothing hotter than that.
Sure.
This is the menagerie out here where the rabbit lives,
Oh,
where the dogs sleep, where the birds come, and
yeah, this is paradise out here.
this is wonderful. Yes, we had this carpeted as well,
Okay.
and of course all the speakers and whatnot are all mine. I'm kind of a techie person.
And look at that view. I bet you get a lot of mosquitoes though.
We don't.
You don't?
It's not that bad. No, we're high enough up that the mosquitoes. I mean, yeah, we'll get them, but we've never been like really swarmed by them.
Yeah.
My daughter, of course, is the most susceptible in the house. I don't know why she gets bitten by everything. There seem to be some kind of spiders upstairs that are, attacking her on a regular basis.
Hopefully it's not the brown
No,
recluse.
she's nothing that serious. Just gets little red bumps now and then.
Well, speaking of the upstairs.
Visiting with us up here, I'm going to go close that.
Oh, yeah. Good plan. I'll keep them here with me. It's a very full house, but overall I'd rate it as pretty clean and organized and well maintained. So I don't see a lot
There you go, Kiki.
that
Bye-bye.
jumps out at me as being an issue.
And as I said, I mentioned on the phone, all the doorknobs in the house are starting to fall off, and they just don't seem to be.
Yeah, that's some pretty fancy hardware there.
And they don't. Well, it's mix and match. It's old stuff plus new stuff combined, and it didn't mix well. And
Okay.
this was an electrical socket we had to have replaced because it was spitting sparks.
Uh-oh.
And
Was it not grounded?
Well,
or?
it was a three-hole outlet, but it wasn't.
It wasn't. Yeah, I see that
So we had
all
to-
the
we
time
had
in
to
Lake
ground it
Oswego.
out.
Yeah. Okay.
And as you can see, I mean, they blended the new with the old. We have old, antique plugs going on over here.
Oh yeah.
There was a programmable thermostat that didn't work, so I took it out and put a manual direct,
Oh, this
Something that
bad
I
boy here.
It's
It's a throwback. It looks like
well,
the
I
old
asked for
school.
I put an old school one in here because they had one of these new programmable ones, and it never knew what it was doing.
Yeah.
So I just didn't
Forget it.
because you would tell it to do something, and it was like next week it would change its mind,
And you've had these rugs down the whole time.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure I'm surprised at how good the hardwoods actually do look.
Yeah,
where they're exposed.
we've had actually more rugs. There's actually been another rug over there, so the hardwood has been pretty much untouched.
Yeah. No, I'm kind of jealous. I'd like some decent hardwoods where I'm at.
Yeah.
Mine are beat up, so.
No, these are weathered well. Small dogs, they don't make much of a footprint.
Yeah, exactly. You play the piano much?
No, both of my children play very, very well. My wife plays casually. I'm more of the guitar player guy.
Oh, all right.
I
Good.
was a closet wannabe rock and roller. I was on tour with Aerosmith back in '74, but I wielded a camera not an instrument. Mom, we're coming up.
At your risk.
Okay.
Hi there, how are you?
This
I'm
is
good.
Noah. This is my wife Jill.
Hi, Jill.
What's it say again?
Noah.
Noah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Noah. Nice
Yeah.
to meet you.
Good to meet you. I am videotaping, just so you know.
Oh,
I
you're
hope you're not
videotaping.
camera shy. It's just
No, I'm not.
It's just for the owners anyway. I promise not to put it up on YouTube or anything.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah. So this house, I guess you get at least half the credit, if not more, for how
it's all
lovely
her.
a home it is.
Oh.
And the yard, I am jealous. My goodness.
Yeah,
As soon as I pulled up, I went, oh, I don't want to leave. I'm just
I
going to move in. I
know.
hope they don't mind.
I
We'll
know.
have to make a room.
They have a very special spot here, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and video those rooms.
Okay.
This is my son Jack's little room, and
Yeah, I could tell.
you know,
As soon as I saw the Nerf hoop.
He's very neglected. He doesn't. All he has to have is this tiny little TV as opposed to a bigger
Oh yeah,
60-inch. You know,
It's a rough life.
I treat my kids. Well.
These are cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just little touches.
Nice.
And this is the existing half bath
Oh yeah.
with an access to the
I was gonna say, do you use this space?
this attic space. Yes,
Yeah.
it's more storage.
All right.
And here I got a light on there.
Oh, okay.
It was full of wasps when we moved in.
Oh, yeah?
Majorly full of wasps. many. We had wasps here, squirrels up in the attic. They had made a hole in the flashing and come in, and there was a huge colony of squirrels living up there. We had to have an exterminator come in here and get rid of spiders and squirrels and birds and.
Squirrels were so scary.
Really?
Oh, they'd be running across the ceiling here.
Nice.
Oh
My
yeah,
brother
no,
was
that would
convinced
freak
it
me
was,
out.
The devil himself.
Right above my head, I was like, what is happening?
Well, this is a nice room. Got some Bieber fever going on. I see that.
She's a believer.
Yeah, that's all right.
Lucky enough to go see him in concert last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Really.
How was it?
It was loud.
It was loud. Yeah.
But it was
Well,
great. It was a good
Screaming.
concert.
you must have been close to the front.
But
then.
they only screamed
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
songs. I was really impressed. When I was
Yeah.
growing up, and when the screaming concerts happened, they screamed nonstop.
They didn't even take a breath. They just
No,
went.
These
Yeah.
girls were actually shut
Yeah.
up during the songs themselves. I was quite impressed.
Oh, good.
They
Yeah.
exercised some restraint. We were lucky because we had purchased tickets the night before they went on sale to the public
Uh huh.
through one of those online scalpers and paid a fortune for them. And for some reason, they sent us a double order. We ended up with 8 tickets instead of 4.
Yeah.
So it kind of halved the price, and we were able to take 7 for extra.
That's
points.
awesome. Yeah, I bet you were the most popular girl in school for
Yeah,
a while.
Jack and his buddy got dragged along, and they wanted to go to
Like,
my dad. I have
He'll
to go.
appreciate it later.
No, he won't.
No.
No. He won't even admit who he would go to see instead, just because he's trying to make our lives difficult.
it was like, it was so long and there was no Wi-Fi. And I was like,
He just wasn't the right age for it.
Yeah.
See, if he was
Yeah,
a little
the
older,
wrong
then he would have
sex,
appreciated, if nothing else, all the girls that were there.
See
right?
that? It's hard
Right?
to explain to an 8 and a 9.
Yeah, he's too young
hey,
to
look at that hot,
appreciate it.
hot 12-year-olds.
Well, this room's really cute. Looks good.
It is. It's another one of my wife's works. She
Yeah.
I
loves to.
tried.
Well, you do.
Clean.
You hang out in here. That's what you do.
It's a joint effort.
Yes.
And
Good.
this is the master. Now, the only heating outlet in this entire floor is, I guess there's one in here.
Oh, that one vent
There's
there.
one there, so there's nothing in the master bedroom, which is kind of weird.
Interesting. So, I mean, in the wintertime, does it?
It gets
Get
really
chilly?
really cold. Yeah, we
Yeah.
have to use space heaters,
Okay.
and then they.
Good thing you updated the electrical.
Well, I
huh?
didn't do this floor, so it trips the breakers. And
Oh no.
If you run more than one, you have to alternate. If you run
Yeah.
more than 2 space heaters, it shuts down all the power.
Okay.
So.
Well, things look really good. You weren't
Yeah.
kidding though about the more. This room's got more.
Oh, this is just her stuff.
Oh, all right.
She's my girl. You
Yeah.
know, that's runs in the family.
Yeah, yeah.
And when we're not doing taekwondo, we all just got our green belts.
You all got your green belts.
Yep, we're a green belt family.
Congrats. Good job. What does that make? Now, how many?
That means we'll be black belts next summer.
Really? Okay.
All
My-
4 of us.
My son was doing taekwondo years ago, but
Mhm.
he made it to brown belt and then he.
Brown's actually higher than green.
Yeah.
Brown is 2 steps up from green.
Yeah. So.
That's a pretty much of an accomplishment.
All right. Well, I think
So there we go.
I've got everything on this video. I can now take copious notes when I
Yeah.
get home or whenever.
And if